Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome. So we're here today with episode 5 of the Expanse, titled Back to the Butcher. So after last episode, which was CQB close quarter battle, where basically the Donager went up against a ship. Not quite frankly, we don't know, the origin of. Is the camera a bit? There it is, much better. That went up against a ship that, well, we don't quite know the origins of. Now of course there are speculations, but I don't want to, I don't want to set everything in stone just yet, considering that this show has been able to successfully manage to, in just 4 episodes, flip the switch and surprise us in many different ways. Now, on board to Dungeon, pretty much everyone died except for one person who managed to make it to get away, along with the remainder of the Canterbury crew, which of course is James Holden, which is the EXO. I'm looking at the list, but I got most of the name. James Holden. Then you've got Amos, I believe. Without me looking at the list, then you've got Amos, who is the brute, the one that always follows Naomi, who maybe undercover, maybe. And then last but not least, you've got Alex, who is the former, I guess you could say, bus driver. the way he described it, obviously he wasn't really a bus driver, but the former transport driver, I guess, if you want to call it that. Now, again, on board the Dodger, everyone just died, blew themselves up. I didn't think we could lose. Gone like that. Is there anything else? I mean, back on Earth, you had a little bit of Avasarala basically saying that they're sending their own ship to the Donager, which, I mean, the Donager is now gone, but that they were willing to send their own ship after it, and that it would take 3 to 4 days. Again, they'll arrive late, or maybe they'll intercept. Who knows? Maybe they'll find them on the way. Just speculating here. Besides that, I mean, you go back to the Belter. Well, first of all, Havelock, who I wrote on here is dead. Is not dead. He's not dead. So, Havelock lives, I guess. But then you also had, obviously, the whole plot that was going on with the secret file, with the secret documents, with the, identity, what was it called? Like the memory, no, he had a memory chip on him with like secret files, but the identity switcher, I think that's what they called it. It might be something completely different what they called it, but basically that's how they weren't able to recognize who was who that quickly, because they just had something that could mess with the police, the cops, their way of noticing or finding out who each person is based on, obviously, DNA and so on and so forth. So we had that, and obviously there is more going on there, but it's going to be very interesting to see, the reaction that we'll have from Joe once he sees that Havelock is actually back. Because he was worried, he didn't know that, that Havelock might be dead. Granted, he's not dead, so I mean, good that he didn't have the intuition, that he didn't have that belief that he might be dead, because he isn't. That's just what it is, because he isn't. But yeah, is there anything else that needs to be said? Anything that I've forgotten? There was a whole plot with the Mormons sending a Mormon ship. Obviously that will come back somehow, but I'm honestly not sure how. So I'm not sure what to say about that one specifically. Besides that, I would say let's get started. How you survived? You've got a hole in your stomach.
You're an idiot. Nice to see you too.
You've got a hole in your stomach.
I'm up a cop.
Passion phones are coming.
Come on, me without my wallet. Bad.
Yeah, it's a stressful time.
And you see how fast I get out of this bed.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Standing up for once. Ooh. I like that. A little tension is always good. A little tension is always good. Just to like show him, yeah, I know I'm your junior, but don't treat me like an idiot, like a kid. Granted, of course, he is worried about him, so it makes sense why he's, again, on edge. Put something in his mouth. Ah!
Where's Alex?
I'm coming.
Oh, Jesus.
Patch him up. I'm not shit. I don't know what I'm doing.
Neither did he. Yeah, exactly.
Which one do I use first, the antisep or the...
Solve that. And who just sent us a message?
Shite. White beam. I really want to learn that language. I know people have sent me, and I truly appreciate, people sending me the link of how to learn.
Come on, go. You keep practicing.
But I feel like I almost wanted to learn the language before I started the show, which, I don't think I'd be dedicated enough with that in that case.
Survivors of the Donninger. My name is Fred Johnson, Director of Operations at Tycho Station.
Okay.
I don't know who you are or what your intent may be, but unless you're trying to start a war, you need to contact me. I can help you.
You shouldn't have been able to track
Yeah.
But he did.
I mean,
Hey, isn't he some kind of...
exactly. That's what I was gonna say. You need to survive right now.
He offered us help.
This is such a predicament.
We're the only survivors from the Canterbury and the Donninger.
Makes you look guilty as heck.
We look like
Exactly.
terrorists. No one's gonna believe our story. I wouldn't believe us. Fred Johnson just offered us a lifeline. I say we take it.
He is too
We're not going to Tycho.
convincing,
You got any other ideas?
which makes me suspicious. Yes.
Holden's got it.
You're gonna say yes.
somewhere.
It's gonna be split 2-2. He's gonna say no, obviously.
Amos,
Or not.
I'm with you, boss.
then it's 2 against 2. We're not going anywhere.
It's 2 against 2. It's a split decision. How are you so? Why are you saying we're not going anywhere? It's a split decision. I will say this: I didn't expect the Martian.
In the wake of the riots, the
In the
governor's
ship
orders
to
were
be
to
dead.
proceed with extreme caution when dealing with any known OPA members.
I thought he was like on
Luckily,
the
this
brink of
asshole's
death.
not OPA. Guns shoot him, and if he accidentally falls out an airlock,
Oops.
that's life.
All right.
Havelock is one of us.
Yeah.
This is still our station.
Yeah.
Let's make sure that people don't think otherwise.
Well, that's typical police, eh? No, so if anyone of you is a policeman, I'm not saying y'all are corrupt, right? I'm just saying that y'all do anything to protect each other,
Transponder code for me.
which is admirable.
It's for a ship called the Anubus or Anubus. I don't want to spell it.
Maybe something's being
Finally, we have more people on this.
I'm thinking Julie's ship was sent out to intercept it. The puzzle.
What do you think is on this Anubis?
Water?
Something. Something worth spilling a lot of water.
Miller,
What could be the most important fit?
maybe this is above your pay grade.
It certainly might be. But
So I'll do my pathetic best.
that's not what she meant. She's just worried about you, fam. Ships have... if you're right, which, I mean, yeah, but if you're right, ships have been blood has been spilled, and ships have been blown up because of it.
Kind of people they made us.
I love how we get a camera
fight back.
camera look to it.
We're not soldiers. What was that? They're taking out the generators.
Well,
Don't be scared, okay?
well. Are we back to present time here? Alright, so it seemed like the flashback is going to coincide with what's happening in the present at current times. I legit thought like he was still. I legit thought he didn't die. I thought like he was on the verge of death, but like, he was still.
Why not go to Taiko if we got nowhere else to go?
It's a long story.
Ah, here we go. So your past is basically.
I always back your play because you always do the right thing.
But in this case,
But usually I can figure
it's
out why.
personal.
Not the place, it's the man.
Fred Johnson?
Father.
You know him?
I've known guys
Oh,
like
never mind.
him.
Never mind.
Guys with causes. Causes that get people.
That was my assumption from last episode, which I didn't actually say. Did I say that? I don't know. I might have said it, I might not have said it. But it's a thought that crossed my mind very quickly.
Tell Fred Johnson to clear us a berth. We're good to go.
You talked Naomi into it.
With our track record, we'll probably get Taiko blown to smithereens too.
Great. She didn't convince him. I'm sure she didn't, alright?
Dark incident.
Yeah, maybe.
Slow down.
My boy. How did you find him?
I'm sorry about your partner. An appalling injustice.
Because as we speak, he's in an OPA safe house. He believes he's under my protection.
I see how it is. I help you, you help me.
Open your eyes, detective. Look around.
Earthers get to walk outside into the light.
Okay.
Breathe pure air. Look up at a blue sky and see something that gives them hope. And what do?
Come here.
They look past that light, past that blue sky. They see the stars, and they think, mine.
I can't. I can't disagree with him at all. See, I can't disagree with him. He's gonna. There you go. Yeah, that's where he is.
There's a single contact in that unit.
Call it, and you'll get Fila Kothari's location.
Lima was one of ours. I want to find out what happened to her.
All right.
Just as much as you.
Now I'm intrigued.
UN Command, this is Anderson Station.
They're all dying.
We're issuing our unconditional surrender.
Holy shit.
Okay, you know what, Amos? I'm on your side for now.
We're not the only ones who remember the can.
You should have brought Havelock along with you. Or at least should have asked his opinion, I feel like. How do you just let him sneak up on you? That's gonna knock him out.
Ask the clerk for a Sherpa.
Sherpa.
Yeah. You think Julie's dead?
I'm pretty sure.
You should have stopped her.
Nobody could stop Julie from doing anything she wanted to do.
You should have protected her.
Are you saying that to him or are you saying to yourself?
She still got on that ship, huh?
You don't understand, Julie.
She went out there, probably got herself killed over some stupid cause she barely understood anyway.
Working for the Anderson Hyosun Corporation took control of the station in an effort to protest the treatment of our children.
And that's how the world knows about. That's why Naomi.
This is my daughter, Kiri. We have tried repeatedly to surrender to the UN Marines, but
that sucks.
we just wanted to be hurt for the sake of our children.
That sucks. That truly sucks. No wonder Naomi feels that way.
Anderson Station is secure. All terrorists have been subdued.
Subdued, eh? Subdued, eh?
Well done, Colonel. Well done.
Fred Johnson, the butcher of Anderson Station. I mean, y'all are safe because I don't think they would have spent 4 episodes on all of you. Actually, this might be the first episode we've had of them when no one died. when none of their crew died. There you go. There's your coffee. There is your coffee. Everyone has their own little thing. Some have music, some have alcohol, and some just have a coffee. That's how you deal with like all the stress of all the people that you know and love pretty much dying. The universe would have some importance to it. We saw it way too much. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Everybody's just watching. They're like, let's not get into... They're gonna end it like this. They're gonna actually end it like this. Now that is just... That's just a douche move, alright? That's just a... Damn it. Damn it. I'm gonna watch the next episode. What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? Yes, I should be able to get the next episode in as well afterwards. Cause that's just a douche move. That's just a douche move, alright? Like straight up. Like come on, man. You know, the whole episode honestly felt just like it felt like a mystery. Like when the line you see but you don't see. The line that came to my head was "You see, but you don't observe," and like from Sherlock Holmes. That came to me right away, and the whole episode felt like just unraveling mysteries here and there. It felt like from one trail to another, just going from left to right to left, and just kind of moving on, forward with that. Now, the ship. I mean, I really do like this episode. What it really did for Amos, because I felt like Amos has always been just to me. He's always been like the big brute that's just dead and just does whatever Naomi tells him to. But like in this episode, you actually see why. Like usually, I usually can tell what you're doing. You can tell why you're doing it, and usually I can trust your judgment because of that. And him also, I guess, standing up, if you want to call it that, to Naomi, and then his interaction just with with Alex and obviously James, to me made him much more likable than I originally thought in like the first 4 episodes. In this episode, he really felt like someone that is part of the group that takes a while to warm up to, but like once you've really warmed up to him, he's gonna be like a mainstay, one of the characters that you're gonna be rooting for. That's basically the way it is, and obviously him. Having his leg shattered, his bone broken. I can't say leg shattered because that would be a bit extreme, but like his bone broken, just plop it right back and just bandage it, and like, yeah, it's good. You're good to go. My hair is a mess, bro. My hair is actually a mess. But like you do that and you're good to go. I will say this though, James. I don't know. I don't know. Granted, they all made that decision at the end of the day, so I can't really say it was his decision solely, to surrender to the butcher. But I mean, like, he was the one. You know how it always is. He's the one who had the idea originally, so he is a little bit suspicious. I don't think any of them is a spy. I don't really think so anymore. That was a plot that was going on for a bit, but I actually don't think any of them is a spy anymore. I think. For me personally, that chapter is over now. Granted, I could be completely wrong here, of course, but I feel like they made everyone seem a little bit suspicious, and then that's basically that. You make everyone seem a little bit suspicious, and then you're just kind of like, yeah, you know what, there's nothing there to it. There's nothing there to it. But at least now you kept an eye on. Excuse me. You kept an eye on the characters. You followed them very closely to unravel who is a spy and who is not. Now that you've actually kept your eye on the characters, now that you know what the characters are about, we can move past, or at least that's what I feel. We can kind of move past it. Of course, I might be completely wrong here. Because again, in this episode, it was brought up again. Naomi, are you working for the OPA? Are you part of them? Now. We didn't get anything of Earth we didn't get anything of Earth in this episode at all. Like, this episode really was the Belter episode. That's what it felt like. You had Havelock. Obviously, you know, he's still working on his on learning the Belter Creole, which I will maybe learn a few words here and there. Maybe easier said than done, I know. But like, he's still working on that. Of course, you've had you know, him kind of giving some stern words to Miller, basically saying, right, I'm your junior, I get that, but I'm not a kid, alright? Don't treat me like a kid, alright? And then at the end you had Miller kind of talk a little bit, which I felt was a reflection of, you know, of how he felt, where it was just a case of, you know, you're saying you should have protected her. Well, he's thinking, I should have protected him. You know, if you tried harder, if I tried harder, so on and so forth. I felt like that was a reflection of him. I really do feel like that was a reflection of him. Now, of course, the talk of Earth and the Belter. I really enjoyed that. I'll be honest, I really enjoyed it because I felt like, yeah, you know what, there's a lot of truth to it. Let me just turn the fan on because it's getting a little warm. It's always a little warm. It's summertime after all. Well, debatable, I guess, but it's not really summer anymore, but it's still warm as if it was summer. Summer was actually pretty cold, and now that summer is over, it's actually getting warm. But yeah, the whole talk of like, you Earthers, even when you have, you know, a beautiful blue sky, you know, a planet full of life, you know, the green grasses and the blue oceans and so on and so forth, you always look, you know, to get more. When you looked at the sky and you saw, you know, the stars, you thought, mine. You've already got a great planet, now let us Belters have one ourselves. You've already got a great home, now let us Belters have one too. I thought that was brilliant, because you know what? Greed is most certainly a human trait, a common human trait, probably the most common human trait in all honesty, because everyone wants more, in whatever capacity. Live longer, that's greedy. Make more money, that's greedy. Be more successful, that's greedy. Have more reactions, that's greedy. You know, we all want more and more and more, and it's true. It's true. You know, we could have been content with being on Earth, but no, we tried going to the moon. We went to the moon. I mean, unless you don't believe that, but we went to the moon. You know, and now we're looking to go to Mars. We're always looking for ways to. Some people might say expand. I would say to branch out, to own more, to explore more. You know, our greed is not just in physical greed, but also in knowledge. We always want to know more. We always want to explore more. And you know what? It is true. And you know, if that is really motivation, that, you know, that we just want our home, I'm 100% behind that. I'm 100% behind that, because quite frankly, you know, I said this before, but you're basically in the slums. You're basically in the gutter. Like y'all are literally, you know, in a dumpster fire. With all the political tension that is going on, all the uprising that's going on, you know, with all the air and water conditions that are happening, with all the crime and at the end you saw kidnapping that's going on, you know, it's not a great place to be. But like, I feel like once the tension is gone, once the Earthers are gone, and it's just you Belters, I feel like it's going to be a lot more peaceful and just a much better place to be at. So I definitely, you know, I definitely sympathize with him, and I definitely agree with him in the large scope of things. Now the Mao plot is moving forward. You had Tabby, who is now clued in, I guess you could say. Now the question could obviously, you could obviously raise the question of, is she in on it? Could she be betraying him? So on and so forth. You know, you could always ask those questions. But in the grand scheme of things, you know, we'll see. We'll actually see. Cause you know, Miller was abducted. He was kidnapped. So we'll see. Well, not kidnapped because he's not a kid, but you know, he was abducted. All right. Does kidnap still apply if you're not a kid? I'm assuming not. Anyway, the point is he was taken. All right, he was taken. All right. I will find you and I will hurt you. That's what what he was being done to. All right. So I'm intrigued to see, you know, how that's gonna go down. If it's gonna go down smoothly, if not, And then I'm also intrigued, of course, to see what's going to happen with the Butcher storyline. Now, the past, that's a terrible way to go. In space, you know, you've got, it's like I said before, two places you don't want to be stuck in are basically in space and underwater. Because, like, they couldn't go anywhere. Like, they were like, okay, you know what, we've got no choice, let's surrender. No. That's just terrible. Like it's like being locked in a room. Like if you're claustrophobic, you know, it's like being locked in a room and the room's shrinking. But that's not the example I was gonna go for because I'm not claustrophobic. But it's like being locked in a room, having a being locked in a house that has multiple rooms, and you can just like every day, you know that person in room, let's say you're in room 8, and on the first day a person in room 1 is dying. On day 2 the person in room 2 is dying, and every day another person in the next room dies, and you just know it's inevitable. You're just stuck there. You can't escape from the room, and you know you've only got 8 days in total left to live. And it's just like it's coming. There's no way to escape. There is nowhere to go. You just gotta feel the dread. Feel just the people going crazy, the people going mad, the people losing it, and then ultimately you all die. That's just hard. Like, if you're gonna kill someone, just kill them, right? Granted, I know what I'm gonna say now. It's gonna make me sound horrible, right? But it's gonna make me sound like a hypocrite, not horrible, right? Don't torture people basically with them knowing that it's their inevitable death. And the reason why that's going to make me sound like a hypocrite is because I said once before that I personally wish to have a slow death. Yeah, I personally wish to have a slow death just so I can actually experience death, because you're only going to die once, and I want to experience it to its fullest, maybe be tortured. So that's what I know, and that's why I said it's going to make me sound like a hypocrite, because, they are technically being emotionally tortured. It is what it is. I'm a hypocrite, alright? Call me a hypocrite. It makes me feel sorry. It makes me feel sorry for that little girl, though. I have to say, the father, of course, he's trying to keep her confident and whatnot, and didn't really do much in the end of the day. Oh well, we'll see next episode what's going to happen with that. This was episode 5, called Back to the Butcher. I will see you all, ladies and gentlemen, in episode 6. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out and bye. Hey everybody, if you like this video, please be sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, be sure to check out Patreon to get 1 week early access as well as full length. Until next time everybody, peace out and have a nice day.